What if I tell you there is no rock bottom in rock bottom? There is a trampoline. I know it doesn't feel like one when you are at your worst phase. It feels like everything is over. The relationship has ended, the money has disappeared, the opportunity once you thought you had is gone. The person you thought would stay left, and suddenly you are standing in a life you never imagined you would have. But guess what? Here's the strange thing about rock bottom. You could not you could not actually fall forever. Eventually at a stage you stop falling, you pick yourself up, and then you have a choice. A choice to either stay there or push up. And if your rock bottom has someone's name attached to it, I know you've imagined a future with them. The small things, the ordinary mornings, the stupid jokes, maybe, and the life you imagined, and you never got to live that life. It was all imaginations, and you were happy by imagining those. You couldn't live it. But some people are like chapters, beautiful chapters, amazing chapters, some even painful chapters too. But they are a chapter only, just another chapter. You can love someone and still let them go, because you cannot build your future while begging your past to return and forcing them not to do what's maybe the best for them. And we have to learn that we have to put ourselves into the shoe of them and understand that why they are doing this, in order to sometimes make yourself understand and tell yourself that if I was on his place or her place, if I was on his place or her place, shall I do this? Can I do this? And sooner or later you will realize that the person had the right to do it. It is not completely wrong, but it depends completely upon the person who is taking the decision. Obviously, everyone has a perspective of doing it. They have done it in a different way. Maybe you could have done it in a different way. It depends. Maybe you didn't deserve what happened because it was never really meant to happen. But if we talk about our mind doesn't understand this. The pain doesn't understand this. But you can still decide what to do with the pain. You can either sit down and moan, or stand up and do what a sane person would do. Turn that heartbreak into discipline. Turn that rejection into hunger. Turn that embarrassment into work. And turn that loneliness into self-respect. Because once you have grit now, the grit thing, and once you have grit, you show up when you are tired. You show up when you are scared. You show up when nobody notices. And eventually, you won't need motivation every day. And that's how you change, my friend. By using grit, because it is the willpower that's pushing you forward and not that a mere motivation. And you may ask me, what benefit do you get even by doing all of this? You may ask. Actually, you discover a version of yourself that you haven't met yet. A better version, a 2.0, where you are more stronger, calmer, more educated, more disciplined, and someone who don't beg people to stay, someone who doesn't need everyone to believe in them, someone who can look back at the version of you and say, I'm glad you didn't quit. And ultimately, you never know what life can offer. So please, please don't end the story while you are still in the first chapter. And this is my advice 101 based on real experiences. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.